I wanted to talk to you about increasing my salary. I definitely have done negotiations before in my life, but I just want to try some techniques.
That's great.
Okay. I want a raise.
No.
I've met Barack Obama.
No.
What about moving a lot? If I'm sort of like a Jew, a Christian.
I'm gonna stop you there. No.
Peekaboo.
No.
Okay. This is Funny Money, a show where we ask financial questions that you're too scared to ask yourself. Today, we're talking about salary negotiation, and it's just in time because I'm about to ask my boss for a raise. I'm gonna sit down with an expert, a career coach, Sam Demase.
Hi, I'm a career coach. I have over 400,000 followers on social media. What? And this is the #1 thing that I wish I knew earlier in my career.
She's gonna give me all the tips I need to nail this negotiation. Let's get that cash. Sam, thank you so much for meeting with me today.
Thanks for having me.
I am nervous because I have to go in and have the most awkward conversation to ever have with an employer, increase my salary. What are some top tips for negotiating salary?
Know your value in the role, aka how many years of experience you have that you're bringing to the table in this specific industry. Know your value in the market, so do your research on salary so you're not undercutting yourself. Prepare your we statements. Anything that you want to say using the word we. So can we get my salary closer to X? Based on my experience, can we collab and do the sign-on bonus this way? 90% of your success in a negotiation comes in the prep. So you want to research your market rate, you want to ask friends and family what they're making so you can get some salary transparency tips, and then you're going to want to build your business case for success.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like a lot of work. How do I make it less awkward when I'm going in and asking for more money?
The first thing you want to do is flip the perspective. You have this perspective that they're thinking you're good where you're at, you should be grateful to have this job.
Yeah.
So flip that to this job is really lucky to have me.
Okay.
I'm incredible, I'm epic, and I do a great job here and I contribute to the business on a daily basis and I make an impact.
You're exactly right. I'm gonna walk out of this room and just start negotiating with random people about everything. You've got this. Be confident. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. You're not afraid of anything. You're not afraid of anything. You're worthy of this. You deserve to be front row at Harry Styles. Woo! Yeah, Harry! Brian.
Oh.
Tickle, tickle, tickle.
Yeah.
Here I am, man. Are you still good for meeting at 5? Hey, Kelsey. You know, these go into standing desks. You know, metrics show that you're 50% more productive if you're standing while you're working. Hey man, I'm so sorry. I gotta run to a meeting. Could I just make a coffee before you?
I gotta get to something too. Like it doesn't take that long.
Let's do it in 30? 30 good?
Can we do 15?
Yeah.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right. Negotiated. I'm so sorry. My meeting's with one of the higher ups, and I'm kind of nervous.
All right.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Negotiated. Here, I'm gonna put that thing up. How often should I ask for a salary raise?
So you're going to want to ask when you have an increase in your scope of responsibilities or scope of role, or when you're working outside your job description. Those are all great times to ask. So you're delivering on your job description. You might even be working beyond it.
Right.
You're impacting the business. You're hitting your goals. I will say most companies have their performance review season in the winter. So coming up in November, December, January, that's typically the cycle. So you're going to want to start preparing your business case and asking your boss for a raise before that. So August, September.
What are some common mistakes that people make when they're entering a salary negotiation?
Yeah, there's a few. One is undervaluing yourself. That's huge. And I talk to clients about it pretty much on a daily basis. Talk about salary in a transparent way because corporations, they don't like that. So we have to disrupt the system. We have to hack the system.
Do you literally go up to coworkers and say, how much do you get paid?
I don't love to do it like that, but something that I like to do is approach someone who I share common ground with, right? So I would approach somebody, I'm a woman, so I would approach another woman and say, hey, I'm worried that I'm not being paid equitably at this organization. Are you making over or under X? And then we'll start a dialogue from there and get more specific. So you kind of you ease into it and go from there.
Other than salary, are there other things that you should be keeping in mind, like benefits or other things?
Definitely. I think base salary is really important and you kind of want to go in prepared to negotiate that.
We are in a world now where remote work is everywhere. What are some tactics when you're negotiating salary remotely?
Yes, a couple tips. have the video on, because negotiation is a human interaction. It's a collab, it's an exchange. So you have to be able to see the other person. It's not just audio.
Okay.
So video needs to be on for all parties involved. Have your notes in front of you. It's one of the really good benefits of having a remote negoti is your notes of your business case and your achievements with metrics are right in front of you.
So you don't skip a beat. You like know exactly the points you want to hit. Love that.
100%. And it avoids the whole rambling thing too. Not that you can't bring paper notes into a physical negoti, you can. And you should if you need that to avoid rambling.
I never thought about that.
A couple of mindset shifts that you're gonna wanna make going into a negoti is you're gonna wanna remember there's plenty of other things that are on the table. Flexible work, remote work, hybrid work,
Yeah.
PTO, paid time off, of course, sign-on bonus, quarterly bonus, yearly bonus, tuition reimbursement, professional development funds,
Wow.
relocation. There's plenty.
Negotiate and always be confident. Paper jam. No. Print the paper. How do you constructively navigate the situation where somebody tells you no?
So first of all, it's in the prep, right? We had said a lot of the success of a negoti is in the prep. You need to prepare your mind for the no. So you need to be prepared for no.
Yeah.
So you can practice that, tell it to yourself, have your friend role play it with you. No, we can't do that. We can't get you that salary. Our budget is capped. When you hear the word no is actually where negotiation begins, because there's always going to be difficult moments in a negoti. It's what it is. So when you hear the word no, you're prepared with a list of things that you're ready to say. You're ready to re-articulate your value. You're ready to re-articulate your superpowers and your impact. So you can say something like, I hear you that the budget is capped. However, I'm bringing unique expertise, X years of experience in this specific vertical. So I really do want to get my salary closer to 200K. Can we make that happen?
How do you know if you've like totally exhausted the negotiation? When do you walk away?
They're gonna signal that. It's a conversation. You wanna collaborate until the collaboration is finished. And negotiation is typically pretty quick. This isn't a long, drawn out process.
These are sick. Dude, can I take one of these?
No.
Can I take one of each?
No.
Okay, I'm just gonna take this one then. Cool. Negotiated. Have you ever seen Captain Phillips?
Yeah.
Okay, you know how like the pirates, like the Somali pirates kind of come onto the ship and the guy takes it over from Tom Hanks and he's like, I'm the captain now. Is that like a good like approach to like negotiating salary?
That's a good mindset to have, that you're the captain, that you're in the driver's seat of this negoti, and that you hold power because they love you. Own that. Up here.
Up here.
Yeah.
Okay, I can definitely do that. Well, I've spoken with an expert and I've gotten some practice around the office, and now I've got all the tips and tricks I need to get that incredible raise. Here we go. Wrong office. That is not Alex's office. You haven't said anything about my suit. I've been sitting in front of you now for 35 minutes. What do you think of this outfit?
I really love the tie. The tie is really cool.
Be more specific.
So I like the peach floral print. I'm not convinced that it goes with the navy. I'm like 80% there.
Yeah.
And I think like your personality took me the 20% further that I needed to go to buy it.